Hello, wrestling fans. Jonathan Cairns here in front of one of the largest crowds to ever watch independent wrestling in Atlantic, Canada. It's Hockey Day, and what a great match we have for you today. It's Brody Steele taking on Titus.
And ladies and gentlemen, our official for the first match. Put your hands together for Mr. Zach Doyle! Introducing our first wrestler from anywhere he damn well pleases. Weighing in today at 315 pounds, Brody Steele!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Red Rock Rewind. My name is Chris McDonald, co-commentating tonight here with Red Rock Wrestling President Jonathan Cairns. Who's joining me shortly there. Brody Steele making his way to the ring, and if you've noticed a change in venue here this evening, look at this crowd here in Charlottetown for Hockey Day in Canada. What a big turnout here tonight at the Eastlink Center in Charlottetown. Brody Steele making his way to the ring here this evening for what is going to be a great match, great entertainment, and man, the crowd going way back to the back here. Just a huge turnout, and no fans of Brody Steele tonight. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Brody Steele rocking an interesting look here, making his way into the ring. Very imposing, very daunting is Brody Steele. If you ever been to a Red Rock wrestling show, you'll see it's so impressive, the height and the strength of this man in person. Unreal. We'll do our best here to relay that to you here tonight at the match. But a daunting figure, a huge, imposing man, Brody Steele, and again, disrespectful to authority, getting right in the face of Zach Doyle. And of course, Red Rock, he's the president of Red Rock Wrestling.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Moncton, New Brunswick, weighing in at 232 pounds, the Maritime Sword, Titus!
And his opponent tonight making his way to the ring, it's Titus. Phenomenal performer here at Red Rock Wrestling. Huge crowd reaction here for Titus as he makes his way to the ring. Charlottetown digging Titus. That's right, got a lot of great kids in the crowd here tonight. A lot of hockey teams checking out the show this evening. What a turnout here this evening for Hockey Day Canada with Red Rock Wrestling. Eastlink Center packed all the way to the back. This is great. They're up in the rafters here tonight. Titus making his way around the ring here. Brody Steele just pacing, waiting for this match to start. All right, Jonathan Cairns joining me here.
Chris McDonald, thank you very much. I just have one word to say, wow. Today's episode of Red Rock Rewind brought to you by the Factory Cookhouse and Dance Hall, and it is the Maritime Zone Titus taking on one of the most imposing men in professional wrestling, Brody Steele. As I was alluding to earlier, Chris, I'm speechless. This crowd, I've announced in front of huge crowds in Halifax, and some of those are big crowds, but they got nothing on this. I'm guessing there's over 2,500 people here, and they are all excited, personified to see Red Rock Wrestling here. And look at Brody Steele showing his impressive physique.
We've got 2,500 people here in attendance here tonight for this edition of Red Rock Wrestling. This is just a phenomenal turnout.
This has got to be one of the largest crowds to witness independent wrestling in the Maritimes in probably over 30 years. Not since the days of Atlantic Grand Prix Wrestling in their heyday. I'm not even sure that Real Action Wrestling on its best day got close to this crowd.
Well, they're in for a treat here tonight. Obviously, some great competitors. We got Titus and the ever-imposing Brody Steele.
And very disrespectful pushing.
I know. I'm surprised he didn't get disqualified right there.
Well, Zach Doyle is a very professional referee. He wants to give the people what they came here to see, which was a very competitive match between two of the very best in professional wrestling. Ooh. You see that power of Brody Steele, and Titus is not a small man at all. He's about 6'4", 230 pounds, but Brody Steele 6'6", probably 300 pounds of solid muscle. This is going to be a very intriguing match. You have both very big men. Titus obviously has the speed, can fly more, but Brody Steele is one of the most powerful men in all professional wrestling. He's a veteran of strongman competitions.
Absolutely. You've seen, obviously, he's just dominating here tonight, just showing off big time, putting Titus wherever he wants in this ring.
Yeah. Oh,
whoa,
no. Brody
whoa.
Steele, don't you dare do that. Now you strike Zach Doyle, and that'll be the end of you forever at Red Rock Wrestling.
That's it. I think this crowd's got him wanting to show off.
Well, he's trying to impress this crowd here in Stratford, Prince Edward Island. I mean, like I said before, this has got to be the biggest crowd to watch independent wrestling in the Maritimes in 30-plus years.
Titus trying to get control here, but Brody backing him up. Oh, can't let go without leaving a little cheap shot right there at the end.
Yeah, big right by Brody Steele. Throws him into the corner. Ducks the clothesline. Ducks again. There's that speed of Titus. Goes between his legs. Oh, look at that. Impressive up. Oh, thumb to the eye. Or fingers to the eye. But there's that huge power of Brody Steele again. Hits those ropes. Oh. Drops the elbow. There's the speed of Titus. Titus is so quick.
So fast. So quick.
A great strategy by Titus to keep the big man on the mat as he has him in an armbar here. Put some pressure on that shoulder. And now Brody Steele's not as cocky. Not showing off right now, are you?
Oh.
Nice clubbing right to that massive shoulder of Brody Steele. Brody Steele trying to fight his way out of it. Uses power. He's pulling the dreadlocks.
Whoa.
Oh, breaks just at the nick of time. So he still has the respect for referee Zach Doyle. Likes to bully, but he's very experienced and a very clever man, this Brody Steele.
Titus is in control here, but Brody he was on the mat before, but he's just getting back up to his feet ever so slowly. He's back up now and working him back into the corner.
Yeah, the power of Brody Steele just pushing him into the corner. Irish whip. There's that agility of Titus. Tries to grab a hold of him, but there's Brody Steele's experience. Throws him
right out to that concrete floor. Holy smokes.
And Chris McDonald, had he not had the ring bearer been a little bit closer, he might have had him in the second row. And, looks like he landed on that knee.
The left leg of Titus hurting.
We'll be right back.
I'm Cowboy Mike Hughes. I'm a professional wrestler. I've gone through extensive training and I am a professional. Kids, don't try this at school, don't try this at home, don't try this anywhere.
This is the big picture Chris Cook, and you're watching Red Rock Wrestling.
And we're back for the action here in Charlottetown, the Eastlink Center. This is Hockey Day in Canada. Huge crowd, big turnout tonight here for Red Rock Wrestling. Titus has been thrown to the outside from Brody Steele, and he's hurting this left leg of his. Could be injured.
Chris McDonald, Titus is struggling to get back to his feet, and that could be the game changer for Brody Steele. Titus has been using his speed to get the better of Brody Steele, but that could be negated right now. And then Brody Steele, big knee to the breadbasket. It sends Titus once again into that barricade.
Zach Doyle was making the 10 count there, and Titus is trying to get back in the ring, but Brody just cut him right off and knocked him back out to the floor. And again, we're starting over here. His left leg looks to have taken that first time he went out over the ropes there. It looks like he injured it then, but this probably obviously didn't help.
No, it's certainly aggravating that injury. As you can see, Brody Steele is enjoying the limelight here, and I don't think he's interested in getting a count-out victory right now.
He's definitely taking advantage of this count. Obviously, taking his time.
Titus struggling to get back into the ring. Brody Steele setting him up with a big suplex. Suplexes him in the ring.
A little help back into the ring there from Brody Steele.
And that was a suplex with authority.
Almost out the other side.
Almost. These are 12 and a half feet of wrestler here.
Big elbow drop. Unreal. Now he goes for the pin.
Oh, hey, he hooked that leg. You might have got it.
Gets the 2.
One of the most intimidating men in all professional wrestling, Brody Steele. I just can't get over, Chris, this crowd. Like I said, it's got to be 2,500 people here.
Absolutely. From the floor to the ceiling, it's packed in here tonight. It's great to see a great turnout here tonight for Red Rock Wrestling.
I'll tell you, the small hairs on the back of my neck were just standing up as soon as I walked through the curtain and seen this crowd, and just the enthusiasm of this crowd. And many people, the first time seeing professional wrestling, seeing Red Rock Wrestling, the best in professional wrestling you're going to see anywhere around here.
Absolutely. And again, if you haven't been out to a show, check out the website, redrockwrestling.com. There'll be a show coming soon, and you definitely don't want to miss out on it. Always a great time at Red Rock Wrestling. Absolutely.
Look at Brody Steele wisely slowing things down. Titus with the clear speed advantage. Brody Steele with the clear power advantage. And
that knee just driven into the back of the neck there, and he's holding him under the chin. That's got to be uncomfortable. Oh my gosh!
Incredibly uncomfortable, and so difficult to breathe as he puts the weight down on that chin too.
And the leg trying to get something going here.
And look, Titus managed to
spins out of it. Some
elbows to the stomach. Now Titus trying to use some momentum here. Oh, big boot by Brody Steele.
That first big clothesline attempt there that missed. It sounded like one of the wind turbines. Huge arms.
Going for the pin. Ooh, almost had it. Brody Steele looking a little bit frustrated now.
Has that ever worked? Has Brody ever won a match by shouting at a ref to count 3?
I don't know, but I can tell you by someone who's been shouted out by Brody Steele, it is very intimidating.
Unreal.
Even if you are the president of Red Rock Wrestling.
Oh, no.
And Titus is in trouble.
He just does not like when Zach Doyle counts on him.
Well, those two have a little bit of a history.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And yes, you can go see that in the archives at redrockwrestling.com.
Absolutely. And again, Brody still throwing Titus up, but Titus landed on his feet.
I think Brody thought he was out to the floor, but he landed on the apron.
Some great agility by Titus.
Whoa.
And, almost hit that turnbuckle. And, hits Brody Steele in the turnbuckle. Titus is up. He's going to fly now. What's he going to do? Setting Brody Steele up for something. He's ready to fly. Oh, big clothesline. Cover your man. Hooks the leg. Oh, almost got a 3. That's what Titus has to do.
Yeah.
Fly off that top rope.
Oh. There he connects with the clothesline and just rocked Titus's world.
Well, there's that power we talked about with Brody Steele. It takes one powerful move to change the complexion of the match, and Brody Steele's back in control. Brody Steele, a veteran of almost 20 years in professional wrestling. He's seen it all. He's wrestled all over the world. You're not gonna trick Brody Steele.
Pulling on the arms and standing on Titus's hair. Look at that. Look at that.
That was something
Zach Doyle's telling him to get off the hair.
That's something the late great Andre the Giant used to do to people. You know how powerful he was.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, Brody Steele just
Brody
right up
Steele.
in Zach's
No,
face.
don't do that. Don't do that, Mr. Steele. We've discussed this before, but I can't blame Zach Doyle for being cautious.
Zach Doyle is a fantastic referee. He's in there doing his job.
One of the very best referees in professional wrestling. Big body slam.
Brody doesn't like it.
Just look at the people just jammed in to the Eastlink Center here to watch Red Rock Wrestling. Brody Steele showboating on that second rope. What's he going to do? Is he going to fly, or is he just content to showboat? Is he going to drop an elbow?
Whoa!
Presence of mind to get out of the way.
Terrible version of a trust fall. He's completely failed there and just landed flat on his back on the mat there.
It looks like he knocked the wind right out of himself.
It looks like it, yeah. Both men laid out here this evening. And
well, if Titus wasn't in so much trouble, he could get up and take advantage of this, but he's barely up ahead of Brody Steele.
Quite the beating there earlier, and so trying to get back to his feet here, but it looks like both men slow to get up, but I believe Titus is up first. We'll see.
Well, anytime Brody Steele's on the vertical base, he's in trouble. Big clothesline. Rocks the big man. Hit him again. Staggers him again. Still hasn't taken the big man off his feet.
Using that momentum off the ropes.
Ducks again. A big right, and finally takes down Brody Steele.
Timber.
Hooks the leg.
2 counts.
Almost.
2 count.
Got the 3.
Almost at 3 count.
Very exciting match here in Red Rock Rewind. Back and forth action. It looked like Brody Steele was dominating, and Titus has gotten the momentum to his side, and he's gone for pinfalls.
Oh, Brody just going for that catch, but missed. And Titus countering with that big boot, took the big man to the ground, and he's going up again.
He's going to the high rent district, the high risk maneuvers, but that's what he needs to do to counter the power of Brody Steele. He's ready to fly again. High cross body. Can he get it? Legs hooked.
2 count.
Oh, that was so close.
High risk, high reward. Almost finished him off there.
That was a beautiful high cross body, and he hooked the leg too.
Oh, scooped up.
Setting him up for a side suplex. Oh!
Right down
So
hard.
went right out of him. Oh! Titus got out of it. Exciting back and forth action here in Red Rock Wrestling. Brody Steele saying it should have been a 3 count.
Yeah, that 3 count. Maybe I think I thought that Zach might have been out of position there, but
no! Don't you dare! Just the roll up. Oh. He gets him.
He got him. Big win, big crowd, and a big time victory for Titus.
Wow. What an exciting back and forth match, but the prime example, if you take your eye off the prize for just 1 second, Titus took advantage of it. Schoolboyed him. 1, 2, 3. There's your winner, Titus.
Absolutely. The crowd is loving it. Oh, now Brody said that was 2.
He's adamant that it was 2 count. Referee Zach Doyle, I was about to say before the fall, Chris, referee Zach Doyle's been consistent with the count for both men.
Yep, absolutely. Very fair here tonight, and obviously Brody Steele, just I guess trying to pick on our referee here this evening, and looks like it might have backfired on him. Took his eye off the ball, if you will, and Titus was able to come out the victor.
Well, it was a huge and outstanding Red Rock Wrestling match to show these great people of Charlottetown. And some of these people had told me as they were walking in, this is their first time seeing Red Rock Wrestling, and no one's leaving, and they're certainly not disappointed. No, don't you dare hit these people.
Oh, the kids, come on now, Brody, the kids.
Brody Steele, not a happy camper, coming out on the losing end of this match against Titus. And says there's only 2. I'm sorry, Brody Steele. We watched it. It was 1, 2, 3.
That's right.
Love to see the children here to watch Red Rock Wrestling. This is family entertainment at its best.
Red Rock Wrestling would like to thank our proud sponsors bringing you this episode of Red Rock Rewind: The Factory Cookhouse and Dance Hall, Q93, Quick Copy Printing, Naturally Fit, The Tech Guru, and McDougall Steel Erectors, who make this episode and Red Rock Wrestling possible to bring to you the best wrestling fans in the Maritimes.
Bones I clean from the blade.